to go through this engagement process, which is not your typical kind of engagement that you would see in the West, which is between the two parties. Here, the family is involved, and it's kind of like almost like an informal contract to be married, an informal contract. As part of this step in the relationship, there's a lot of gifts and money that sort of the flows usually from the groom or from the from fiance to his fiance. So and in the Middle East, this is a fairly well-to-do region, so some of these gifts and presents are quite expensive in value. So now there's whole provisions in the law that deal with, for example, in the event the woman decides to break off the engagement. So there's an obligation, and again, under certain circumstances, an obligation to return some of the gifts, some of the more expensive gifts, unless they were clearly sort of were given as gifts without strings attached. So the law has a number of provisions that deal with just engagement, so which is quite interesting and very sort of culturally based. And there's kind of generate a lot of discussion within the team here, because although I've been in the region for so long, it didn't really occur to me what a sort of important concept in of itself, in its own right, it is in the culture, and therefore now sort of in the law.